Fetcham Grove this afternoon, and I'm pleased to say we've been joined by one of our brand new signings for the next season. Ollie Cook, you've joined us. Welcome to Fetcham Grove, first of all, Leatherhead FC. So for the fans, just tell us a little bit about yourself, your playing history, where you play as a player, and any information that you think is relevant.
Yeah, so thank you for having me. I'm a centre half. First of all, I spent a year at Merston with Hayden, and then followed Hayden to Kingston for 3 seasons. Had a good FA Cup run there, competed well in the league there, and then spent last year at Carshalton, another good season in the level above.
And I know you're sitting down doing this interview, but you looked quite tall, which is always good if you're a centre half. So what about contributions from corners and the good old, big old-fashioned centre forward coming up for a corner?
Yeah, managed to get a few goals at Kingston. I think I got double figures over the time I spent there, and then managed to nick 5, debatably last season as well.
The dubious goals panel were involved, were they?
Yeah, something like that.
Brilliant. So what can the fans expect to see from you? What style of player are you as a centre half?
Yeah, I mean, I've been labelled as a pretty traditional centre half. So someone that loves defending, enjoys defending, someone who can hopefully help lead a back line and kind of cement some foundations for the team to build upon. And then if you ask Hayden, maybe half decent with the football.
You can play out as well.
Yeah.
So are you one of these sort of body on the line defenders?
Yeah, I mean, I am, yeah, and then I kind of think my way through the game a little bit as well, and organise and position.
Brilliant. Okay. And why did you choose Leatherhead? Because we know there's been interest from other clubs in you. Why did you decide to come to Leatherhead?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I actually nearly signed at the start of last season when the previous manager was here, but then I had the opportunity to obviously join Carshalton and work under Stephen Barry there, which I thought was an opportunity I needed to take. But then obviously my ties with Hayden, relationship with him goes back a fair few years, so that was one of the drawing points. And then I remember just having played against Leatherhead, especially here, it was never kind of like an enjoyable game to play in, which means I guess for a home side it must be quite nice to play with the fans and behind you. So that was a drawing point, and also the club has put in good foundations to kind of get back to where they belong, and their ambitions fit mine.
Brilliant. And speaking of ambitions, do you have any ambitions for the club? Have you set yourself any goals for next season?
I mean, obviously, personally, I'd like to nick 5 or more goals in the league again. I think that's a healthy contribution to the team. Obviously, keep clean sheets. I think playing 38 or 40 odd league games. I think playing in all or the majority of them is a personal goal. And then for the team, I think we can't really look past the second weekend in August and picking up 3 points there.
So are you a player that celebrates as a defender? Do you celebrate clean sheets? I mean, goalkeepers do, and you're part of that defensive makeup. So
yeah, I think you have to. They're almost as important as a goal, and you can't lose when you keep a clean sheet. So it's pretty vital. And I think if you look at anyone who gets promoted or wins a league, I mean, if you look at Bishop Stortford in the league above last season, conceded I think 20-something goals, which is you're not going to do too badly if
it's not
you're
too bad at all, is it?
At your end.
And football-wise, obviously you play football. And what team do you support?
I'm an Arsenal fan. So
okay, we won't rub it in. Okay, we won't say any more on that. They're a very good side, and look, if you're going to come second to anybody, you're going to come second to the best team in the world. To be fair,
yeah.
So we'll leave it there. Although I will say I'm a Nottingham Forest fan. I'm not sure how they got on a couple of weeks ago against Forest.
I didn't catch the result.
Do you want me to remind you?
No.
It was just the 1-0 we beat you, but never mind. Anyway, message for the fans. Any messages for the fans? You must have experienced them when playing down here before. We know they're very vocal. Yeah. When they're on your side, they're fantastic. When you're playing against them, you really don't want our fans when you're coming down here and playing against us, because they will be on your position's back. So any messages for the fans?
Yeah, just keep coming to the ground, keep coming and supporting the club and us. Be loud, and I think they've got every reason to be excited for the new season.
Brilliant. On that note, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you on the pitch very shortly. Thank you very much, Ollie.
Thank you.
Cheers.